Hey everyone, today I want to do a video that I've been meaning to do for a little bit. If I look tired or anything like that, it's because I woke up really early to play in a One Piece online tournament. And then also for the past like 10 minutes, I've been having some allergy issues. I've been sneezing a lot. So if I look kind of crazy, those are the two reasons why. But today I want to do a video about one of my other sort of formative, at least in my teenage years, games in Destiny. So, of course, Destiny came out in 2014. It actually came out 3 days before my birthday. And for my birthday, we went to the midnight release. That was the last. Wait, was that the last midnight release? No. It was Arkham Knight. I was talking to my friend about this. It was Arkham Knight. That was the last midnight release I ever went to. But Destiny was probably the second last one. And I got the collector's edition and everything. I was really hyped. But obviously, it was made by Bungie, and I loved the Halo game. So I knew about its creation. I just vividly remember the first time I heard about it. I was in the car. My mom was driving me to school. And I was just on my phone. And I saw IGN posted this video of this concept art for Destiny and stuff. I bet I could find that exact video. And immediately I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so sick. And of course I started following all the like sort of, not hype channels, you wouldn't call it that, but just channels that follow news of the game. And I think my interpretation of the game before it came out, I thought it was going to be way more like Borderlands. So I never really played a lot of the MMOs, like WoW and stuff, because I didn't really have a computer. I just had consoles and stuff. So, this was sort of my first MMO. I might sneeze here. Hold on. Are we good? Okay, we might be good. You know how when you get a sneeze and then you're like, oh, it might not come. Uh-oh. Sorta? No. Okay, we're good. Okay. This might be a long one because of those pauses. So anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. So I thought it was going to be more like Borderlands than like a real MMO. And it kind of ended up being like an MMO. I think a lot of people kind of consider it an MMO now. But I remember before release, it was like, it's not an MMO, guys. It's not an MMO. It was sort of like an MMO. But, so anyway, of course, it comes out. And when it came out, I didn't really have a ton of friends because I just moved cities. And you know, my longtime friend Adam and Cameron, who they wanted me to do this video, had an Xbox. I got a PS4 when it went to the new generation. So that was a little tough. I'll get into the Xbox, stuff in a minute. But then, at school I made a couple friends and I started finally playing with friends. But before I was just solo, bro. I was just doing everything. I was trying to get my light level as high as possible solo, I hadn't done any raids. I always wanted to do, Vault of Glass and stuff. And the one item, of course, I think all of my friends probably remember me this, probably one of the top 5 things they think of when they think of me is the Hawk Moon. Of course, the Hawk Moon was the exotic hand cannon that was PlayStation exclusive for a year. And I wanted that thing so bad, bro. I wanted that thing so bad. And it was tough. It took me a really long time to get it, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But so anyway, release Destiny was really interesting for me as someone had never played an MMO. Why am I stumbling over my words like that? I just remember the chase and like the feeling when I first got the first legendary, which is the purple. It was from the Loot Cave, of course. Everyone kind of knows famously the Loot Cave. The funny thing was, I think I did the second Loot Cave more on the Cosmodrome on the other side of the map than the original Loot Cave, where you're sitting there on the crates and you snipe the elite, the fallen. Don't hate me, Destiny fans. So sorry. And stuff like that, and I got a legendary gauntlet, and I was like, bro, I'm cooking, dude. This is amazing, That was like a really big step. One of the other big steps was when Iron Banner came out. I really grinded that because that was, it sounds sad, that was something I could grind for light levels that had nothing to do with friends. I didn't have a ton of friends, that played the game. But then I think the end of that September, met up with my friend Mika, who's like still one of my best friends, and I didn't even know he really had a PlayStation, so we started playing, and he had like a whole group of friends that he did raids and stuff with, so I was able to do that with him, and it was a very, very, very fun. That was a large portion of like our core of our friendship, was doing Destiny and stuff together, and that was a lot of fun. So then Crota comes out. I don't know how long I'll probably just do Destiny like year 1, and then we'll talk about the rest of the stuff in a future video, because I have a lot to talk about Destiny 2. But then Crota comes out. I don't even remember what the expansion was called. I think we just called it Crota. I think it was called Crota, but everything was called Crota. The expansion was called Crota, and the raid was called Crota. That was a really cool expansion. So around this time, well, I say really cool, but it still had the core issues of the game. Like, they didn't really improve a ton of stuff, but the new raid was pretty cool. So then around this time, I switch over to Xbox 360 because my friends Adam and Cameron were getting Destiny and getting into it, and I had a lot of other like older friends from Xbox 360, and this was around the time I transferred over there. I kind of gave up on like the Hawkmoon chase, because it was like, well, I can't get on Xbox, but so I'm sniffling so much, my allergies, man. But that was a lot of fun. But man, Xbox 360 was terrible. It was really slow and laggy. So one of the strats back in the day was, so obviously like one of the best weapons was Galahorn. I actually didn't get Galahorn for a while. Adam got it pretty early, and it was like, we knew it was good, but we didn't know it was that good, and my friend Joe on PS4 got it pretty early too. That was definitely like, we didn't really know how good it was. That was from Vault of Glass. Oh, so back up. First time we did Vault of Glass, I have to tell a story. My friends would get so mad if I didn't tell the story. So first time Vault of Glass, sitting there in my room, I'm so excited. We're doing it. We get to the final encounter, and some people leave, and we can't figure it out. So we're like, okay, let's get some friends. Let's figure out how to do this. We're gonna sit here for a second. My dumbass falls asleep on my chair, like that, during the raid while they're trying to find people. And I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, oh shoot, what happened? So then, did I text someone? Or I forgot what, but then, they got on later, and they were like, oh yeah, you completely fell asleep. We heard you snoring, because I snore really loud. And they tried to wake me up, and it didn't work. I must have been gone, dude. I must have been asleep. And they completed it. But eventually, they got it for me, and, it was all good. But anyway, so fast forward to Xbox 360 days. I played that up to basically towards the end of the Wolves, House of Wolves DLC. And then I switched back to PS4, and that was sort of, going back to PS4, that was sort of like the golden era maybe for me, because I linked back up with my PS4 friends, and we went through that game. We did House of Wolves, done, we did everything. And then, of course, June, I want to say like 26th, doing Nightfall. It's the strike. I don't remember the names, but it's the Cosmodrome strike, where you fight the witch at the end, and you have to cheese it. It's like in this small compact room. Doing it, finish it. My brain is just whatever. It's early in the morning. I start singing. What was I singing? Because I had it saved. Boom, Hawkmoon. Hawkmoon I got. At first, I didn't even process that it was me. I thought Joe got it for like the 6th time. And I think he got last words or something. So I thought it was swapped. I literally ran down my stairs. I almost fell down the stairs. I was screaming. I wish I still had that saved, but the next year there was a really bad heat wave, and my PS4 basically croaked and lost all of its data. So I don't have that anymore, but really, really funny video. But yeah, that was basically the year 1 of Destiny. Obviously a lot more stories and stuff, a lot more like people I remember and stuff. Like a lot of Xbox people were like, funny, funny individuals, But yeah, Destiny was a lot of fun, very, I would say formative for my teenage years, But yeah, that's pretty much the video. I'll do a second part because I know I didn't touch on like everything, because I do want to talk about the other years after that year 1, and Taken King was really good, and then talk about Destiny 2 a little bit. But thought today I didn't really have any other topics to do. Sorry, I'm like rubbing my nose so much. My allergies are just killing me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed Adam and Cameron. Hope you guys can reminisce. Let me know, and let me know if there's any more stories I should tell. But yeah, if you guys play Destiny, let me know, because I know a lot of people in my age, range, definitely can relate to me in terms of how big Destiny was for them. Because you always have like the kids games like that you really grew up as a kid, and you have like the teenage, like formative, while you're going through high school and stuff, games. And obviously Pokemon, I talked about Pokemon a little bit, was my early years, and then I definitely say Destiny was my teenage years. But yeah, all right, have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow. I might have to literally turn the camera on and just start singing one of these videos. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.